everyone. We are here at St. Mary's School, and we are joined by the principal, David Arwood. Mr. Arwood, thanks so much for having daytime here.
Thank you for joining us.
Yeah.
I'm excited you could be a part of our school.
I'm really excited. So tell me a little bit about, just in general, about St. Mary's School.
Sure. St. Mary's School is over 100 years old, actually, which is hard to believe. We started downtown Johnson City and eventually moved here in the 60s along with the church. We're a pre-K through 8th grade school, so we start at the age of 3 and continue all the way up to high school.
Wow.
It's a much different experience. This is my first year at the school, actually, and I'm really loving every moment that I'm here. It's a happy place to be.
That's wonderful. It's not your first year in the school atmosphere, though. Tell me a little bit about the background of yourself and, of course, the staff here at St. Mary's.
Sure. I grew up, both of my parents were high school teachers, actually, in Carter County. I continued in their footsteps for several years, and eventually married my wife in the Catholic Church and migrated in this direction. The staff here has been wonderful. It's really like a big family. I've always enjoyed working with people in the past, but everyone here sort of builds each other up. You know, there's always hard times in people's lives, and we rally around each other. And they've embraced me as a principal. They didn't know me coming into the school year, and they've held me on their shoulders, which has been great.
That's wonderful. And it's so great to hear that you guys are such a big family. An extension of that family, too, are the students and the families that send their children here. Tell me a little bit about what life is like as a student here.
Sure. I think it's both fun and challenging at the same time. We try to set the bar high, but make it accessible to all students. We also welcome the parents in, which is a big part of our school that maybe makes it a little bit different from other schools. So every morning at 7:50 we have a morning assembly, a morning prayer. Parents, grandparents, people from the church are welcome to come over and join us, sing songs. It's a really bright way to start the morning, and it wakes you up. The kids walk in with smiles on their faces, ready to go.
Sets the tone for the rest of the day, right?
Exactly, which is nice. If if my alarm goes off late and I'm scrambling, once I get in here in the morning, it's good to go. We're good to go.
Wonderful. And so you said challenging as well. Tell me a little bit about the academics here.
Sure. We try to have project-based academics. We basically follow the Common Core standards with a little bit of a spin on it, so throwing some Christian values in there. But we set the bar high for our students. Even starting in pre-K, they're learning their numbers, sight words, how to read, all the way up into 8th grade, where they're scoring in the 99th percentile in reading in the nation.
Wow.
So, I mean, it's nice because we have the support from families. We're all rallying around these students to watch them succeed.
Right, definitely. And so tell me a little bit more about the STEM education, because you talk about the great reading levels and everything like that, but you all focus on STEM education here.
Sure. You can learn so much from paper and pencil, but at the end of the day, what kids really want to do is get their hands into projects and learn from experiences. And that's what we can do. We set up, we pair different grade levels together. 5th grade will go down to pre-K and teach the students. They'll do hands-on activities all the way up through middle school, where our 8th graders are paired up with kindergarten students. So the students are actually teaching the lower grades using hands-on activities. We have a STEM teacher full-time in the middle grades, and we also offer a robotics club, a competitive robotics club, where the kids are in there working with metal and learning how to code.
Wow, wonderful. And so why is it so important for you to incorporate STEM learning here at St. Mary's?
It's going to be the future of America. I mean, I want to say 60% of all jobs in the future haven't been created yet. So we want to be ahead of the game when it comes to preparing our students for high school and college and beyond.
Right, definitely. And so you mentioned Christian values. That is definitely one of the main components here when you send your children to school at St. Mary's. Tell me a little bit about that.
Sure. We're located right here at the church, which is awesome. We can walk over Wednesdays. We all go as a school. We go to Mass together, and then the students go one more time as a daily Mass. Father P and Father Jesus are here all the time in the mornings, helping with our morning assembly. And the best thing about this church and the school is we're not just Catholics. We invite all religions to the school. We have 35% of the students aren't Catholics. So it's nice to have a balanced atmosphere and learning from each other.
Right, and diversity is key here at St. Mary's too.
Definitely. I've done the research, and it's the most diverse school in the Tri-Cities.
Wow.
Actually, so we're right now about 55% Caucasian, and then the rest spread across the board. We have 17 different languages spoken within the school with the students and parents. And it's pretty incredible, really, looking out into the morning assembly and seeing just the variety of students here. It's great at building empathy, I believe. These kids are making friends all over the world.
Right, and it goes back to when we were talking about STEM education, preparing them for the world. There's so much diversity out there. Why not start here inside the school?
Exactly, and when you have students from Mexico, China, Guatemala, the Philippines, they're learning and they're meeting new people from outside East Tennessee, which is key. And it's hard to do that a lot of times in a location like this.
Right, definitely. And so I have to say, when I first came up here, the first thing that caught my eye was your playground. It is huge. I mean, that looks like so much fun. And the kids are all having a good time. Tell me a little bit about your grounds here on St. Mary's.
Yes, it's a really nice campus, actually. Speaking of the playground, we just installed, or currently installing, a new pre-K playground. That'll be finished this week, actually. So the kids are itching to get out there right now. We have octoball out back. We have some basketball courts out back. We have a running track. We also have some workout stations around the property, so they can get out on sunny days and get some exercise. Work, sweat a little bit, and then come back in the classroom ready to roll.
Right, I'm sure the teachers appreciate that too.
Yes, very much
that they play hard and then they come inside and work hard,
yes,
right?
Thank goodness for the sunny weather today.
Yeah, exactly. And we've mentioned so much about the family atmosphere here too, and that's something that clearly you all take pride in here at St. Mary's.
Definitely, definitely. Like I said, we welcome everyone in the school. If someone's listening right now and they want to give us a call, please join us for our morning assembly, 7:50 a.m. You don't have to call ahead, just show up, and I'll give you a tour around the school, introduce you to hopefully future teachers, and answer any questions you have.
Wonderful, and fall enrollment is happening right now. So if you're interested in bringing your family on down for a tour, Mr. Arwood can give you a tour, and don't forget, fall enrollment is happening right now. Just give St. Mary's a call right there on your screen.